Hi Magic Makers, Karolina here again, and today I'm testing new gear, so hopefully it will be watchable. I love how by definition there's all the baby stuff behind me, so basically I'm not even trying to look serious and professional anymore. And today I would like to talk about the 6 biggest tarot myths that I can see out there, and that quite frankly I think is just a whole bunch of bullshit that's preventing you from having fun with your tarot cards and diving deep into self-exploration. So if you are afraid of anything regarding tarot cards and how to use them properly so that you don't do anything wrong or anything evil or whatever, this is the right video for you. So the first and probably the biggest tarot myth that I come across and that I hear the most often, and that honestly was a big fear of mine as well, is that you gotta be a psychic in order to use tarot properly. So I want to tell you that this is not true at all, and even though using tarot as a psychic is one of the possible ways how you can use this tool, it's definitely not the only one, because personally, I don't consider myself a psychic and I still use tarot cards quite a lot, and I think I'm pretty good at it too. And if you're wondering, well, how do you use tarot cards then if you're not a psychic? Well, then watch my videos, because that's basically what I talk about in all of them. I use tarot intuitively, meaning I work just with all the emotion, images, memories, symbols, associations, anything that comes to my mind when I pick a card and when I look at it. Really, it's no rocket science. So yeah, you can use tarot for like looking into the future or downloading angel stuff or whatever if that's your thing, but if this isn't your thing, then it's a great tool just for self-discovery, and really you don't need any superpowers for it at all. You just need to listen to whatever pops in your head and your body in terms of emotions when you pick a card. Which is also why I think tarot is such a great therapeutical tool, because it helps you to name and then claim everything, all the emotions and thoughts that have been running through your head, and they've been very abstract and vague. The second biggest myth is that tarot is somehow dangerous or evil. And to this I just want to say that tarot, just like anything else you use in your everyday life really, is just a tool. And tools are not evil. People are evil. So what I'm trying to say is that it really depends on you and on your intention that you approach your cards with. I mean, just like with a hammer, for example. Just because you can kill somebody with a hammer doesn't make the hammer evil, because everybody knows that obviously if you hurt somebody with it, it's not the hammer's fault. It's the same with your tarot cards. As long as you approach your readings with a good and pure intention and you are not trying to manipulate anybody or to hurt anybody, then there's nothing wrong about it. If you're using your cards for mindfulness and self-growth, then I would actually argue that it's the very opposite of evil. The third biggest myth is that tarot is too complicated and there's just too much information to absorb and you will never be able to learn it all. Again, this very much depends on how you approach tarot and what teachings you are following, but I personally don't think that you have to memorize all the meanings of all the cards at all. It's definitely good to have some basic knowledge of them, even just for the fact that you stop freaking out about not knowing what's in front of you. But the main thing you want to be using is your intuition and your own associations. So from this perspective, tarot is actually very easy, and that's also what I'm trying to show you and teach you in my Tarot Playground for Beginners course, for example, and in all my free videos on YouTube as well. It's just that the biggest shift that you gotta make in terms of thinking about tarot is stop approaching it as if it was this super sophisticated science and try to play with it instead and have fun. Myth number 4 is that you gotta choose your deck by yourself, otherwise it's not gonna work. To answer this one, I'm just gonna send you to my video titled How to Choose the Right Tarot Deck. Myth number 5. No one can ever touch my cards, otherwise it's bad luck or bad energy or something like that. again, just like with anything, this really depends on you. Everybody believes in something different. If you do believe that someone can transfer their energy to your cards and it doesn't make you feel comfortable, don't do it. Don't let other people touch your cards. On the other hand, there are people like myself, for example, who believe that if your client, for example, touches the deck, it's actually helpful because they kind of transfer their energy or whatever they have brought into the session onto the deck, and then it's more accurate and personal. I would like to point here though that I don't make this my religion, which is probably what this whole video is about, right? I like to be flexible, so even though I do believe that it's good if the client can touch the deck that we're working with, I still do Skype readings or audio readings where they can't touch the deck just by the definition of the session, right? So again, do what feels right for you, and also what feels right for you in a specific moment or in a specific time. It doesn't matter. You can feel different on Monday, you can feel different on Thursday, and that's absolutely okay, it's fine. And the last myth number 6, is that you gotta follow all these rules to make your readings work. And this includes cleansing your cards, taking proper care of them, dressing in a specific way, doing the readings in a specific room, taking time before being ready to do a reading, or whatever you have heard and whatever you are trying to push yourself into, but it doesn't actually feel right for you. I have said this already, but I will repeat it. As long as something feels good, go for it. If it doesn't, just let it go. Tarot, and anything really, shouldn't be a dogma, like a religion that you have to obey, otherwise something horrible will happen. The whole message I want to give you is that tarot can be fun and you can play with it and be a little bit like a child, because that's really the space where you want to get the most out of it. So when in doubt about tarot or any rule that's surrounded with, and it's like a billion of them, ask yourself first, is this empowering me or is it trying to scare me off? And then act according to your own reply. Obviously, you probably want to be empowered and not scared. Just saying. Okay, so that's it. I hope this video made things a bit clearer for you if you were doubting anything. And as always, let me know down in the comments what you thought about it, if there are any specific fears you're having and you don't know what to do about it. And I'll see you next time. Bye!